Hello, everyone. Welcome to our virtual coffee meetup. And I'm truly honored that we all have figured out the topic of fragile parenting, which is the need of an hour. So, before we begin into the short, sweet, simple presentation I have prepared, wherein we'll be understanding about the fragile parenting. But before that, let me just dive into my introduction. So, myself, Jyoti Singh, I am a certified parenting coach, and apart from that, I am into student wellness coaching and a storyteller. So, being a parent, we all wanted to be a cool parent, right? We all want our child to like me, and we want to create a safe space wherein they are loved, valued, and being cared of. But as a parent, our protective instinct is the second nature. We want to safeguard our kids from emotional and physical harm. Right? So we don't want them to face the adversity which we have faced. So, my dear parents, I do agree that during our times, I think the emotional well-being of a child was has been overlooked by our parents, and it was more of authoritarian parenting style, where the parents had said, uh, "It is." The end. I mean, there was no scope of communication. It was just more of a commanding parenting, right? I hope each one of us can resonate with that, but in today's era, we need to learn the balance between protecting and preparing. We, as a modern parent these days, we are constantly protecting our children. We don't want again, we don't want them to get hurt. Or in fact, for the simple examples like for skating also, we are giving them helmets, we are giving them all the safeguards. And do you remember, like during our childhood days, I mean, we used to be like a free bird. I mean, yes, we have fallen, we have rised up. So my dear parents, yes, do take care of their well-being and everything, but make sure that we don't overprotect them. It's okay to think about our child, but sometimes, I mean, certain lessons are learned by experience only. So we need to prepare our child for the future world, because trust me, the future world is not going to be that caring the way you are caring and protecting. It's quite harsh out, and once these kids goes out, I mean, they face a lot of rejection, and that creates a lot of anxiety and anxiousness amongst them. So our whole idea is to love, nurture, and guide our child. For examples, and yes, I think there was a great discussion going on in the group that whether we should have a friendly approach or be a friend to a child. So, my dear parents, let us understand this example. Suppose you have a teenager who wants to go to the party that goes up to late in the night. What will your teen do? And you are a very friend to your child. The child will come and immediately will tell you that, yes, I have to go to the party. But the parent within you will really worry about the safety, the boundaries. What about somebody introduced substance abuse to my child? So there are so many factors going in your mind, but the only thing that you haven't drawn those boundaries. Being a parent, being a uh, being a friend to your parent, a friend to your child, we are always into yes parenting mode, because we don't want to feel make them feel bad about, or we don't want to restrict anything, because our parent have never ever given us those freedom, and we want our child to have a full freedom. So my dear parents, be cautious about it, because it's you who are going to teach them about the boundaries. It's you who are going to protect them from the world. So, coming to the next slide, which is very important, is discipline. When we think about discipline, it's very old, harsh, fashion term, right? But guys, discipline is all about building blocks. It's all about setting up, preparing our child for the future. I truly understand that children needs the freedom, but along with the freedom, they need the boundaries too, so that we can provide security and safety. And once they have the security and safety within those boundaries, trust me, your child is going to fly very high. But when they don't know about the boundaries, they don't know about the security, this will result into negative testing behavior. Have you seen a lot of kids getting very harsh to the parents? They're very loud, very disrespectful. It's just because we haven't set those boundaries. And for that, the key is the communication. All you have to do is talk to your child, have a family time, give them a space to express themselves, and don't get into the immediate mode of correction. That has to be done later on. But if your child is talking to you, if he's sharing something with you, make sure you give them a safe space, a non judgmental space. And after an hour or so, you can connect back to your child again and make them understand that, better over here, I think we can look into this case in this way also. So don't fall into immediate correction mode. Take a pause and then respond to your child. And it's okay. Not about kids. A lot of kids are not going to like you today, but trust me, year from now, they are going to remember you for all this teaching which you have imparted in the early age to your child. So, my dear parents, this is a very harsh truth about today's reality that major. If you see the figures, I mean, close to 20% of our youth, especially the teenagers, they are into a depressive state, they are into a suicidal mode, and wherein they feel very scary. So, my whole agenda was to have this virtual meeting was to understand that our child needs our quality time. The number one priority is the quality time. Make sure you are available. Along with the quality time, you have to speak up to your child that yes, you can come to me anytime if something is bothering you. Me and Papa are there to help you, or we are always there to listen to you. Have the such conversation with your child. The second important is have a real conversation, right? You can share your real life stories, real life examples with your children so that they understand that it's life is not only about good, good, good. You know, there are downfall, but all we have to do is we have to rise up again. So, share such real life stories with your child wherein they build the resilience within them. And last and the most important thing is being present. Be there in the moment. I know when in the hustle bustle of our daily life, we all are so much engrossed into multiple roles. But make sure at least you have 30 to 45 minutes of undivided time for your child. Now, coming to the next slide, which says that let's be a parent our children need, not the friend they already have. My dear members, I think our children are going to have n numbers of friends in their life. And trust me, none of the friend is going to guide them about the boundaries, about the dangers, about the safeties. Because they don't have that maturity at this particular age. So be a parent to your child. Yes, you can be a friendly parent. That is very important because I think from there we can build a good relationship. We can open the doors of communication. But don't be just a friend to your child. Be a friendly parent. Be a parent to your child so that you teach them about what is right and what is wrong. You know, you need to teach them about, these days, especially about the cyber securities, digital safeties and all, about the substance abuses, how to not to fall into all this loop or all this addiction. So it's you as a parent who are going to talk to your child about it, make them aware, prepare them for the world. you know. Don't keep them in that small cocoon wherein they are nurtured, protected. It's okay, let them face the adversity of life also. And I truly recommend to the parents, I mean, once the child is of 7 8 years, do share about your financial conditions of if there is any financial problem going on in the family, or you can discuss about the finances also. For example, if the child say I want this, but at particular moment you cannot afford to buy him out, make them understand that we have a budget, we have all the other expenses, and this is how the family runs. Don't keep them away from the realities, I mean, let them know about it. And most importantly, the more you share, the more your child will open up. So always keep a door open, always be available to your children. Do non-judgmental listening. I think this is where a lot of parents, make the mistake wherein the moment the child speak, they are all automatically into the correction mode. So make sure you make a safe, give them a safe space. And yes, fragile parenting is bit tough, but it makes your child fragile. And I don't want that our kids to be so fragile that the moment they step out into the real world, they are broken. So let's prepare them, let's nurture them, let's give them all the realities, have as much as talk you can, because this will lead to the healthy children. This will help them to develop the mental resilience, right? So this is all about the today's discussion, which I wanted to share with each one of you. And I wish you all a happy parenting. If you have any questions, any query, do type in the chat box. We'll definitely connect with you. Thank you so much.